Hello everyone, today I'm happy to present you a full in-depth review of the 2016 Volkswagen Golf R. And today's review is taking place at S&R Motors Volkswagen, situated in Donegal Town, County Donegal. For all contact information in regards to this dealership, please see the description box below. So in today's review, we'll be taking a look at the interior of the car. I'll explain how all the features work, we'll just start it up, look at the engine, go over the performance data and take a look around the exterior. Now the Golf R does come with completely keyless access, but in saying that it does come with a flick key. I believe this is some kind of emergency backup in case the keyless access failed to work. Also has the R logo engraved at the bottom. Now there are two ways to unlock the vehicle. You can use the buttons on the key fob as usual, and the exterior mirrors power fold. Or you can use the touch sensitive door handle. So this little strap here locks the vehicle. And after waiting a second, just grab the door handle to unlock the car. Black leather armrest on the door, as well as your four one-touch automatic windows. Power folding exterior mirrors with lock and unlock. A little bit of storage as well. And also located down here, just peel back some of this plastic, it has the illuminating blue door sills. It also has the sports bucket seats exclusive to the Golf R. Black fabric with grey Alcantara, as well as the R logo. As well as the sport aluminium pedals. So as I said, the car has completely keyless ignition. We'll just leave the key fob in the center console. The engine start stop button is located down here. Just put your foot in the brake and hold in the engine start stop button to start. And it fires right up. So this car has the 3-spoke leather wrap multifunction steering wheel with electric rack and pinion power assist. Very nice feedback. You got your white stitching. And also this is a very sporty wheel as well. It's got the flat bottom race inspired design, the R logo, and the black piano gloss veneer trim. Looks very nice. And you got all your standard multifunction controls for the radio volume here, as well as your cruise control. And then over here you got your voice command and your main trip computer controls. You just use these couple of buttons here to navigate, as you can see, through the trip computer. If I just press the silver buttons left and right, you got your different menus. So we'll just go back into the vehicle status and leave it on that. So coming into the center console, you can see the nice black piano veneer trim. Looks very good. And you also got the same kind of touchscreen radio you find in most modern day Volkswagens. Very easy to use, with excellent sound quality. So you can navigate through your radio stations from here. You can also just slide across to make your selection. Down here you got your AM and FM frequencies, your different station selection, as well as manual tuning and your system setup. So as usual, off to each side of the screen here you got your different buttons. So at the moment we're in radio mode, media, that's things like your auxiliary and USB plugins and so on. You can also Bluetooth your phone to this car and operate it using this button. You also got voice command. Now you can also have the Golf with the satellite navigation, but as you can see here, this one has not been equipped with it. But when it is equipped, you can also check your traffic data from here. If you go into car, this gives you your trip computer. And you can also select your radio and so on from down here as well. And then in the main menu, you can, when you have your phone Bluetooth to the car, you can go through different apps. CarNet, I believe this is some kind of Wi-Fi service. Yeah, it's a Wi-Fi service. You can also plug in a memory stick as well. So we'll just go add to that. Other things, you can look at your images, your sounds, just about everything you can select from here. It's a very nice system and easy to use, so it is. If you never used it before, you wouldn't be long getting used to it. It's fairly simple, so it is, and nicely laid out. And then below that you got your dual zone climate control with your digital readouts, as you can see here. And you got your multi-zone selection, automatic modes and so on. So we'll just power that off, and then located down here you got your little storage area, as well as your auxiliary and USB plugins. So coming into the center console, you got all these different buttons at each side of the gear stick. The only one off the right hand side here is for the parking sensors. Over here you got your traction control and your start stop system. Now for the first time ever, the Golf R comes with this mode here where you can select between different driving modes. So if I press it here, the screen will illuminate. So if I put it into race mode, as you can see, the idle moves up. Now when the car is in race mode, the throttle response is quickened up, and also the exhaust sound has been loudened as well. When I'm doing the exhaust clip in the car, I'll be doing it with the normal driving mode on and racing mode on, and you'll be able to hear a bit of a difference. And back in the modes, you got Eco, Normal, and then you can have a completely individual setup. So if I click individual and then press change, we can adjust every single aspect of the car here. So for now, we're just going to leave it in normal mode. And just press X to turn that off. This car also comes with the optional 6-speed automatic DSG gearbox. Now you do get a 6-speed manual as standard. To briefly explain how a DSG gearbox works, it's dual clutch. So this car has 6 forward gears. So one clutch will recognize gears 1, 3 and 5, whereas the other clutch will recognize gears 2, 4 and 6. So this means that when you're in one gear, the other clutch has prepared the other gear for you, which means that when the car shifts, it goes straight into the other gear. It's very, very fast and precise. It's just the kind of automatic gearbox you want. So just to go through the gears, at the moment we're in park of course, just hold in the button up front, apply the foot brake, and into reverse, and the backup camera and guidance lights come on. Neutral, and then in drive you can shift gears manually, push over to the left, you can do it from here, or you can use the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, the left one to shift down and the right one to shift up. And then everything else really in this car is just like a normal Golf. If I just move the key over here, you got tiny little bits of storage, this removable ashtray with 2 integrated cup holders. And then you got your electronic parking brake with the auto hold feature, as well as a cigarette lighter. You even have a leather center mounted armrest. A good bit of storage as well, nice and deep. And these sports seats are extremely comfortable, so they are, as you can see, there's a good amount of thick side upholstery here that holds you in very well if you're doing, for example, driving around a racetrack. If you're taking hard corners, these here would be an absolute godsend because it would mean you wouldn't be rolling around too much in the car. Very, very comfortable seats. And then you also got your other luxurious features such as the auto dimming interior mirror, your standard interior lighting, and then got a bit of storage up here, rubber padded. You also have your illuminated vanity mirrors, nice LED light. Also located in the glove box is a CD player with 2 SD card slots, and also comes with the satellite navigation. It's just not been installed in this particular car yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats. So it's very roomy back here, good amount of leg room, and storage in the back of each front seat, and the headroom is excellent as well. And also got the center mounted armrest. Has 2 integrated cup holders as well as a pass-through into the boot. And your rear ventilation. So we'll turn on the vehicle's power, as well as the headlights, allow for the rear fog lamp, and the hazards. And all 4 windows in this car are fully automatic. Now let's go ahead and check out the exterior. This car is finished in Lapis Blue Metallic, which is exclusive to the R model. It features bi-xenon projector headlamps with LED running daylights, as well as LED tail lamps with a tinted lens. The first R came out in 2012 and it was based on the Mark 6 Golf and is the next car up from the GTI. For the Mark 1 and Mark 2 Golf, VW offered GTI variants, while it was with the Mark 3 they added an even faster version called the VR6, which was offered with a 2.8 to a 2.9 litre V6 engine. The Mark IV and the Mark V Golf were called the R32 because of their 3.2 litre V6 engines, but for the Mark VI and VII, VW ditched the 6-cylinder engines and instead used modified versions of the GTI's 2 litre TSI 4-cylinder, which I'll talk about later in the video. It comes with these 19-inch Cadiz alloys with 19-inch Victoria twin 5-spoke alloys as an optional extra. It has 4-wheel ventilated steel disc brakes with an independent McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link setup in the rear. The R does not have a limited slip differential, instead it uses the 5th generation Haldex coupling that acts longitudinally. In addition, it uses 4 electronic differential locks known as EDS that are a function of the electronic stability control that acts laterally. The system will briefly brake a wheel that is slipping, enabling uninterrupted and stable transfer of drive power to the wheel on the opposite side. The ride height is also 20mm lower than a standard Golf, and the R is the only one available with the 4Motion 4-wheel drive system. The R has a good sized boot, accommodating up to 343 litres of room. However, the GTI has a 380 litre boot. The reason for the reduction is because the R's 4-wheel drive system robs room at the rear of the vehicle. The overall length is 167.5 inches. It has a width of 70.8 inches with a height of 57.2 inches, and the total wheelbase is 103.8 inches. So let's power on the engine and see how it sounds. So the first startup will be in normal mode. And now we're going to start up in race mode. So there is a little bit more noise. I don't know how well you guys can notice it in camera, but when you're sitting in the car you can certainly hear a difference. And so if we put it back into normal mode, you can see the revs drop a little bit. So the first exhaust clip you're going to hear now from the exterior is in normal mode, and then the one afterwards will be in race. Release is located down the driver's side footwell. The engine is the same 2 litre TSI found in the Golf's GTI. However, for the R, it's had a modified cylinder head, exhaust valves, valve seats and springs, pistons, injection valves and a modified turbocharger. It's now producing 300 brake horsepower with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. It also produces 280 foot-pounds of torque with an estimated 0 to 60 time of about 4.9 seconds. And Volkswagen claimed this car can get about 40 miles to the gallon. So we're just going to finish up the review now. So there are quite a few differences between this car and the GTI. As I said, the 2-litre TSI engine has been reworked for the Golf R. It's got the 4-wheel drive system, the exhaust sounds a bit better. It is an absolute animal of a car. I mean, 300 horsepower in a hatchback like this, I can only imagine how quickly this thing would accelerate and how much fun it would be on a racetrack with the 4-wheel drive system helping you take corners at high speeds. But the best thing is, underneath all this raw horsepower and sportiness, this is still a Golf. It's still very comfortable, it's very spacious, and it's very well equipped. It is an amazing car all round. So we're just going to actually put it back into normal mode. Another thing is, when you select one of your modes there, it will stay in that setting when you turn the car off and on again. So we'll power it off. Then just put the headlights completely off as well. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this full in-depth tour of the 2016 Volkswagen Golf R. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and please stay tuned, there'll be plenty more videos to come. Thanks for watching everyone.